The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with people. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. More play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that inside linebacker is showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Moore unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Ducks are in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Ducks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Beck. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. On the ground, the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback may change this route. Dante Moore, and he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. The Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll just down it right there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Takes the easy completion. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Moore to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks in the hurry up. Moore will throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Might be calling a hot route. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, it's Beck. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Got his man in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more
Got a little grass. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go play action with Moore. Here's a heat. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. On the run, still looking. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Oh, they're after him. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing more. The quick out. Still running at the 40. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 15 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Jayhawks with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On the run, it's Davison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Moore. That's caught. It's Stewart. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now the play fake. On the move, he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Bust through behind his pad. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Moore with the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Makes the grab. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Dante Moore. They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, the running back has it. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Hansen. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Finds his big tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle.